In today's video, we have David, and what we are working on is the ability to create contact and get that and one call. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. You can jump into your defender, you can be very physical, or you can be very tactile and go after their arms who are potentially reaching in and trying to steal the ball from you. So let's get down and let's check out these different drills and tactics that you can use so that you can get more and one calls. So in this first drill, we have David jogging up from half, like if you're in a game, and then changing speed to accelerate towards that gap defender. When he gets to that gap defender, which is me, I'm trying to have him get his off arm and to pull my reaching arm with him with his elbow. Now, while some people may say this is a cheap move, the idea is if you reach, I'm going to teach. And if you reach, I am going to make sure that I get that foul call, or you get that foul call and I get my free throws. Now, this next tactic is if you have a defender who is trailing with you side by side. You know how you're trying to force a player to go towards a double team, for example. And in this drill, what we are trying to do now is to use our offhand as the offensive player to get that arm that is going into us, because in defense, the opponent will usually have their forearm into you, which will allow them to protect themselves. It's because that's not the reason why it's not a foul for them. And that will allow them to force you where they want you to go. So you can use that to your advantage, and you can hook your elbow into their elbow, bring their arm up with you so that when you go for that layup, guess what? It's an automatic foul for that defensive player. So you can use that forearm as an advantage for yourself, even though it's generally a disadvantage for the offensive player, because that defensive player is going to use that to direct you where they want you to go. But you can draw that and one foul much easier if they were to do this to you. And then if you're in the mid-range area, you can kind of get your shoulder into the armpit of that defender as well, and you can get the exact same outcome as well. So see how my arm is across his body trying to direct him where I want him to go. He can then pull up. In this case, David didn't grab onto my arm as well as he probably should have, but I'm hoping this gives you a good idea as to what I'm talking about. Now, this one can work to get a foul for the defender, but this is more or less just to be able to get and gain the advantage on that defender who is trying to be just a bit physical with you, with using his forearm to direct you where he wants you to go. And what you do is you hook your elbow into their elbow, you then grab onto it just slightly, just for a millisecond, so that you can basically pin him on your back. You spin move, and there's nothing that defender is going to be able to do to be able to then block your shot or even contest your shot. Now, being able to create contact on a help defender is extremely important. This is not just going to be able to get you the foul call that you need, but it's also going to be clearing out that help defender as well. And what you do is you jump into that help defender. That way, you can get your body between the ball and the defender. It's going to be much harder for that defender to block your shot. And then the best part is the fact that now you are going to be able to make that layup and get that contact so that you can have that foul call. Also, on top of that, you can do the exact same drill, but here we are going for the reverse layup. The reason why we want to work on that reverse as well is because maybe that angle may be just a bit better for you to be able to score from in game. Now, if you are looking to shoot the basketball from further away, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. And of course, hit that like button and subscribe, and tell David down in the comment section that he did a fantastic job. These moves are not very easy. They are kind of hard moves, so definitely tell David that he did a fantastic job.